Welcome back to my Factorio Let's Play. And the last one, we had just gotten set up with some space science, white science, and then we researched logistics chests, so that's awesome. We also got more steel going. It's not quite a full red belt, but I think it's more than what we had, at least prior to this. So that is fine. It's probably fine for now. Could always be more, but I think I would just have to do this whole thing right here again, and then do this whole thing right here again, and this whole thing right here again, and then I could split that into one belt, or merge it into one belt. If I wanted like a full thing of steel, which is probably what I'll do, because start using steel like crazy later. But for now we're okay. And this is not, oh yeah, it is okay. So what is next on the agenda? We have most of this covered in logistics coverage, so that's good. I don't think we really need to upgrade the base much more yet. I know that will come soon. I was gonna make all of these things. So this one's just running. This is pretty good. We're fine on that for now. This is just requesting space science. Okay. So I think all of that is good for right now. We are going to automate all the things we need for nuclear at this point in time. And I'm also going to set up really quickly these other chests. How do I want to do this? Let's see. Oops. That was not smart. This one's gonna make red. And then now I can do this and have this one make... I'm not gonna make green ones because I don't really know what those do. I'm not that familiar with what the green ones do. We do want purple ones. And we do want blue ones. The blue ones. The blue ones are the best ones. Oh, I gotta do some crazy spaghetti for this. This looks so silly. Okay. There we go. Then all I gotta do is bring this out like this way. Crazy spaghetti, but it works, and now we have all 4 of the main kinds of logistics chests on the network. I gotta stop trying to grab those blue ones. I took those off my belt and I keep trying to press Q to grab them, and I don't have those ones. Oh, and then I just gotta find a way to get this over to here. So some nice spaghetti like that, and there we go. We have all of the chests being made. So you want to... Gonna rearrange my bar real quick. I want... Put radars back right here. I'll put the purple chests right here, blue chests right here, roboports back right here, and ammo right here, turrets right here. And I'm going to start requesting that robots bring me 50 of the purple chests and 50 of the blue chests. So the blue chests are super, super good. They allow us to make much neater style of crafting things versus where we had to pull a belt off and bring it up here, you know, to bring it to a assembling machine. Now what I can do, and I'll do it right down here. Now what I can do is I can throw down this and say I want to make, what's something good we can make? Honestly, I probably want belts bringing in things for these at least, because they take so many and it's going to use so many of the bots. Like this one right here, right? If I were to have bots bringing to a chest 100 iron gears, 100 red chips, I would be using 200 bots for each one of these being made. So maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I do want to get belts going for some of this. But let's say I want to make, I'll just demonstrate right here. So I want to make these furnaces, right? So normally I would have to bring a belt that is carrying steel, red chips, and bricks next to this so it can grab it. Now with the blue chests, you throw one of those down and you say, all these right here, they're like logistic requests, just like I do for my person, how I want them to be bringing stuff that I can use, like bring straight to my inventory. You can say bots need to bring X amount of this item to this box. So I could look at these things and say it needs this many, this many, this many. Or if you shift right click, shift left click, it'll paste in the exact amount that it needs, that it can craft. And it even, when you do it this way, if you put in speed modules into this thing, and then you shift right click and see how it's like 45, 22, 45, but now it's making it a little bit faster. If you shift left click, it's now 62, 31, 62, because that's how many it's going to need to keep up with the speed modules in there. And so now these yellow mean, these yellow boxes mean that there are robots that are bringing those things over here. And all I'm going to have to do as well is make sure that I have some of these items in the logistics network. So we're going to have to start, I don't know if this is like the best way to do it, but what I start doing is, this is a provider chest. We're going to throw in 1 stack of bricks into the logistics network for now. Red chips and steel. So I'm going to do the same thing for steel. We're just going to, and there's probably a better way to like do this, but this is just how I've always done it. Just so that there are some of these things on the logistics network available to be grabbed by bots. Oh, you know what? I got rid of my, maybe it's in my inventory. Yeah, it is. Okay. I need this upgrade planner. Because there are still some yellow belts in the base, and I want those all upgraded to red belts. So now there's steel on the network. I'm going to let it go up to 3 stacks for this, because lots of things are going to start taking steel later. Red chips. So I'm going to throw down this right here, and this is going to put some red chips in for the robots to grab. Alright, so now all these things are being brought, and it's crafting these. So now all I got to do is put a chest right here. Say I want, for now we'll just do like 5 stacks. Now I'm making electric furnaces, and I think I might have already made a thing. Yeah, I already made a thing right here making those, but that's just like to demonstrate, right? So now where I had to bring all these belts and do this spaghetti stuff, now I just, for anything I want, I can just throw down this simple thing right here, and all I will change is what needs to be made and then the ingredients needed to make it. So it's a really useful way of building stuff now. The limiting factor is going to be the bot speed. They're super slow early on, so we don't want to use it too heavily, but that's why these logistics chests are really good, especially for like some of the things that take like 5 different items to make. What's an example? Like these right here, rocket silos. is not a good example because you don't want, 1,000 bots going to grab concrete every 2 seconds. But because there's 5 different ingredients, where normally you'd have to bring in 5 different belts, you could just have one chest of the blue requester chests. So it helps with cutting down on like this kind of messiness that you get going later. But why is this going so slow? Oh, now we gotta fix the copper issue that we have. So we do not have enough copper being smelted currently. And I can kind of remedy that a little bit right here remotely by grabbing this setup and slapping it down right there. And have the belts going the opposite direction now. And going up here. I'm just going to feed it into that one. Same thing, put down another. All that extra. So this way, yep. Alright. So that'll at least get one more belt. Then that's fully tapped. We can't really get any more from that. But there's a huge patch right here we can do. So we got this whole thing right here that's not going to anything anymore. So we can start reclaiming this whole space. This looks pretty messy, but that's okay because the bots will clean it all up for us. Don't need all of this. And it still has those old power poles because that's what we were using way back here when I copy and pasted it, but I think there's a ton of those in storage. Yeah, so that's fine. It's fine to use the old power poles. We're not making them, but like if we have some in storage that get pulled out to be used, so be it. That's fine. Paste. We're gonna go the opposite direction now. I'm just putting down some more mining drills to tap some more copper. One belt, this will be 2. Can merge these together. Like so. And these 2 can also be merged together. Alright, so now we have 3 more lanes of copper. I'm going to do the deconstruction planer right here for all these trees, and maybe all these ones too, why not? Just get rid of all the trees right here. I'll let the robots do their thing for a while, because it's going to take some time, and I will go back and fix that. Man, we're still really not getting a lot of steel down here. It's kind of only like a half belt, I guess. That's just going to be a problem for another day, I think. I mean, I guess I could also do the electric smelting for these, and it would be quicker. Like speed modules. I don't know, I think my idea of just making a whole second one of these Because right now, how many steel per second are we producing? $60 per 5 seconds? That's not a lot. I don't know, math is hard, but I don't even know if a second one would be a full red belt, is basically what I was trying to calculate. But I want to make all these things. So I need centrifuges, I need nuclear reactors, I need heat pipes, heat exchangers, and steam turbines. So we're going to come over here and make another one of these things. Get out of the way because I'm standing right in the way. It's going to go right here. So we need iron. Got a little bit of spaghetti like that. I do a lot of really crazy stuff eventually when I'm trying to just make something happen. I'm like, I don't even care if this looks crazy. I'm very neat and tidy in the early game, and then later it just gets so complicated that I start doing crazy stuff like this. Where it's like... but whatever. If it works, it works. And yeah, it's the nice thing about this game. You can kind of play it however you want. It's almost always viable. So... Alright. So now we have these gears and pipes. So heat exchangers take pipes, steam turbines take pipes and gears, and centrifuges take gears. Heat exchangers. I'm just kind of trying to get visually everything, like visually lay it out and see what all I'm gonna need. This one, this one, and we can put this one like right here. Okay, so in order to make all of this happen, that's annoying me, the wires, so I'm just gonna do this. In order to make all this happen, we need red chips, steel, concrete. Red chip, steel, concrete. For these ones, we need steel and copper. Steel and copper. And steel and copper. So, oh man, these take a lot of gears. We need steel and copper on this side. And I'm gonna just do this. Okay, so this one needs steel and copper. And I'm gonna do underground right here and here. I'll put this into a chest. And these ones will make, how many did these stack to? 50. So we probably don't need that many. I'll start with 4 stacks of 50. That's like 200. These ones stack to 10. We do need a good number of these. So I'm gonna leave these to stack. Maybe to that many? 2,000, 10 per stack. This is gonna be like only 200. It's not that many. How much does one of my things take? 80. So that's not that many, but to start, that'll be fine. And these stack to 50. So oops. I'll do maybe this much of those. Then for this side, and these are going to take a long time to fill up, but that's okay because we're not going to use them just yet. So even if they take forever to fill up, we'll get there eventually. These are going to need the same thing, steel and copper, steel. So I'm just so low on steel. Chips, steel, copper, and concrete. So I think I'm going to bring in a belt of red chips and concrete right here. And then let me, move this out. I can do this number, bring this around. Do something ugly like this. So this will grab steel and copper from up here after it makes all these things. And then this will go into a chest right here. This. No. This is going to go to a chest right here because we're doing it all on the right side. These we need a lot of, so I'll limit it to like that many because I think these stack to 50. Yes, they do. These ones stack to 10. So I'll just do one stack for now because these take forever and they take so many resources. And you only need like 4 for a setup. So that should be fine. One stack will be enough. So now we need red chips, concrete for right here, and red chips, concrete, and steel is going to be grabbed from right there. So red chips and concrete. So our concrete's all the way over here. So I think for this, I'm going to have just a chest bringing in concrete so I don't have to do a belt. This needs 500, so that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. 500. Well, we're just going to be heavy on the bots, I guess. So right here. This also not 500, but still a lot of concrete being brought. And that'll help. Like that's like one of the uses, right? Basically the alternative to get concrete over to these, I'm making it right here. So I could grab some of this, put it on a belt, drag the belt, this long thing way over here. Or I can just slap down a chest that says, hey bots, bring this many of this item here. And then the last thing they need is some red chips. So what I can do is just this. That'll take some red chips over. And the way I did that is by using an underground. If you have a belt run into an underground from the side that it opens up on, it'll only pull from there. So the green chips on the right side get stuck. The red chips go through and line up over here. So it's like a neat little trick. And there we go. Red chips. So this is all the stuff we need for nuclear. I'm pretty sure. I think that's everything. We'll also need this stuff a lot later. But we're going to just let it do its thing because this takes a very, very long time to complete. And another reason why it's going to take a long time to complete is because it takes a lot of steel. We're going to go and set up. Did I not get them yet? I could have sworn I researched. Oh, here we go. No. I could have sworn I researched the... Oh, this. Not yet. I did not. Oh, this is another science, Covarex enrichment, which once I start doing the nuclear stuff, I'll explain that because it won't make any sense without a demonstration, at least in my head. I don't know if this is enough to get this unlocked, but we'll start it. And these are going to take steel, blue chips, and electric engine units. Steel, blue chips, and electric engine units are right here, luckily. Who would have guessed that would work out like that? So we can't make it yet, but once we get the science researched, we'll be able to make it. And also, I can't put them in there yet. We need those for later. What do they stack to? They stack to 10. So we'll just do like 2 stacks. 4 stacks. What else can I do? I could look at getting another science set up. Purple or yellow while I'm waiting. Or I could get more steel going, which I think I might do that because we're just getting to where... Uh-oh, our pollution's way out there. You know, maybe we should look at defending the northern part of the base. Or at least getting some vision up there. I'm trying to see how much... I only have like 4-ish minutes left in this episode, so I'm gonna look at getting some more vision in the north because I have a feeling we're gonna trigger some attacks pretty soon. So let me come over here and grab some of this, and we're gonna get in a car and drive way up there. Go set down some vision in the north. And then once we can see more what's up there, we can see what the next plan is going to be. Okay. Oh my gosh. These trees are in my way. Okay, let's go down here. Put some vision right here. And we need to grab power and bring it up to these things. There we go. Just go from right. Oh, these aren't connected. Uh-oh. That's the cliffs. I'll leave it for right now. So, this is going to be a little bit messy because I'm driving, but that's fine. It'll be quicker that way. There we go. So we got vision up here. Oops. Luckily I have nice spots that will just repair everything I run into with my car. Turret way out here that's waiting to be deconstructed. Okay. So put power here, and then we're gonna run the power pole all the way back to base. The car makes it so much quicker for doing these kinds of things than running. Okay. So now we have more vision, and eventually it'll uncover. It's still not great. We still are gonna need vision out here, or at least a wall maybe right here That'll protect from this area. And once we get more vision out here, I can see if there's like a choke point somewhere, if I'm just going to have to do one big wall defending. But for now, that should be good. I'll probably go and end the episode here. This stuff is just going to take a long time to catch up, especially with this very, very low rate of steel. But we'll work on that. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.